is everybody? Rock your body. Yeah. Mando's back. All right. All right, let's see. Now, whatever fan geek, I think that's supposed to be Celtic. Is that Erie? Irie? How do you pronounce that? I want to say it properly. So, I like how the armorer was destroying people with her hammer, and there was absolutely not one drop of blood anywhere. Well, this is the way, don't you know? Yes, we are here today to talk about episode 5 of season 3 of The Mandalorian, which is chapter 21, The Pirate. I got all that off without screwing it up. Jessica Butler is here. Hey, Jessica, good to see you. Saw you earlier as well. Welcome back. BJ says, hello there. Hello there. This is the way. This is indeed the way, yes. Let's see, I'll try it. I'll put in $20 super chats, shots, but I gotta go get the alcohol if somebody does that. So, fact is, we get nobody on these Mandalorian lives, unfortunately. So, it's just gonna be the way it is, I guess. Eric Martin is here. Hello, Eric. Good to see you. Mark Lawrence just dropping in to say hi and add my like. Haven't seen this one yet. About to watch it here in Wyoming with my bro-in-law. Well, say hello to your bro-in-law from Captain Foley and or just Trekyards. Hello, Mark Lawrence and brother-in-law. How are you? Enjoy The Mandalorian. It's really good. So, this was a fun episode. Very formulaic. Blah. And follows the Mandalorian trope of, oh my god, now I'll have to have a shot. Mark Lawrence just super chats in $50 with no comment. My god, man, Mark, you're amazing. I'll go get the shot thing in a minute. As I was saying, this one is a very formulaic bleh, of the trope that is Edna Singleton. Hello, Edna. I'm not wearing the vest you made me. Yeah, this one definitely has the city under, or the town under siege, the Western style vibe of, the town is surrounded by the bandits, and, they have to pull together, and they have to get some help from, a rogue group of bandits or bounty hunters to come in and help them with the town. It's very similar to that, and I think that's fantastic. I'm going to go grab something to shot with, though. So hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, all the poppers are here. So, all right. So Smirnoff Pink Lemonade. Still got some. It's hard to tell how much I got left. That much. So, quite a bit. So thank you, Mark. I'll have a shot. For a $50 super chat. That's amazing. Jessica Butler says, I've liked this season, as have I. A lot of people have not, but thank you, Mark, very much. Eric Martin, they don't paint the New Republic in a good light. All governments, all whatever, are kind of all the same and all kind of sketchy. Cheers, Edna. Thank you for joining us, by the way. Yeah, they're all kind of sketchy, and I don't think they painted them as bad as... When you initially told me that, I hadn't seen the episode yet, so I was like expecting, more of a sinister vibe. And yeah, they're not really doing them any favors, but they're also not making them that bad, honestly. I see what you're saying, but I don't know if I agree with you 100%. They're doing the best they can with the resources they have, plus, having to worry about these outer rim worlds just might be a little much. Just one second. So I don't think they're actually like legitimately bad, but yeah. Mandalorian season 1 and 2 killed Picard, but season 3 Picard is killing Mando. So I still like them both. Yes, I also like them both. Mark Lawrence, just a bit to get you started. Thank you, Mark. You have no idea how much that helps, so thank you so much. I was hoping they would save the ship. It was a nice pirate ship, if that's what you mean. I still want to know how the kid survived in the dragon's bird's mouth for over 24 hours and why they didn't rescue him. Yeah, that made no sense. That made no sense. Even if the bird went back to its nest, which it did because Bo-Katan followed it to its nest. That's how they knew where its nest was. It wouldn't make sense to go back for the night, put the kid in the nest, and then take the... Yeah, none of that makes any goddamn sense. But that's last week. We don't have to deal with that shit this week, so... Eric Martin. So I guess the assumption is that the pirates are working... Pirates are working do Moff Gideon under the table. You're saying the pirates are doing Moff Gideon under the table? I never got the assumption once that the Moff Gideon and the pirates were working together. The ending was quite interesting with the whole shuttle and the little probe. Actually, that's another great droid feature, the little probe thing. That was kind of cool. No, I never got that indication. I mean, that could be the case, but why would Moff Gideon be interested in this place? I can't stand that lady, whatever the fuck her name is, from the last episode. That was, yeah, she can just mind her own business as far as I'm concerned. Not a big fan. BJ says the Pirate King didn't last long. He did not. I wonder if they're trying to set up the Mandalorian or if there is a clan that is working with the Empire. I wonder if they're trying to set up the Mandalorians. Oh, yeah, for the Beskar alloy in the ship. Not pure Beskar alloy. And yeah, I don't know what's up with that. That was a real twist ending for sure. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll have to see how that plays out. But BJ says, given how the Empire had trouble controlling the galaxy, not surprising the New Republic has issues as it downsized its Starfleet, Starfighter Corps, and troopers. Matthew Paul Roy says it's possible that it's the Dark Troopers. Could be. Ozzy says, pirates. Yes. Yuri Jeffrey, I love seeing some other Mandalorians in action. Hope we get to see a bigger group in action. Yeah, that was pretty great to see. Their little siege of the town there. A lot of the Mandalorian armor is very uninspired, though. I've found. I'm just like, Din Djarin's looks so great, and some of the other ones are just so like, why would you pick these colors? Why would you do this? So, BJ, Moff Gideon had Beskar. I think it's an Imperial link, not Mandalorians. Oh, there you go. Well, yeah. I mean, the Mandalorian. He got the Beskar for his armor from another Imperial guy. So, yeah. Eric Martin, my main issue this season is that the main plot is just now getting going. Well, I thought the main plot was going to be him trying to find the mines of Mandalore. That was quickly wrapped up, and I thought that was great. I love how this thing is progressing along. Each episode is a chapter. It is a story in and of itself. I love that they're not sitting around wasting time on stuff that can be easily resolved. It's pretty much boom, boom, boom. Like they're just firing on all cylinders and getting stuff out there, which I appreciate. So. Jessica Butler, Zeb looked great. Yes, Zeb did look great. Zeb was great, says BJ. Ozzy, Davy Jones, down with pirates in Star Wars. Yes, very much Davy Jones looking from Pirates of the Caribbean with the Moss Man pirate. The pirates weren't as big as a threat as I thought they were going to be. Um, I really like the pirate ship, though. I think that's a really cool design till it got blown up. But this was great. I love, and at the end where he says, as the magistrate, I love it. And his droid corrects him and says, "Hi, magistrate," because I was the same way. I'm like, you always call yourself "Hi, magistrate." What is going on here? I love that little correction. That was cool. Yeah, I'm just really enjoying the Mandalorian. Every week is just like that was great, and I know I get it. The stories are very predictable. Somebody on Facebook said, "Hey, John Favreau, when you put in your story ideas into the GBT chat or whatever, which is like the AI story generator, make sure you put twist ending at the end." I don't think it's like that at all. It's very I can't even say this, formulaic. There you go. Like I said, of westerns and even the old Japanese tales, cities under siege. You got the townsfolk that need to like get out of town. The mayor doesn't want to give up the city. Contacts the marshals or the cavalry. The cavalry is way too busy dealing with other stuff on the other side of the country or another state too far away. So they call in the rogues, the bounty hunters, you know. I think that's great. It's a tale as old as time, you know. But yeah, I'm not going to sing for you, just for the record. Um, but I think it's great. It translates really well to the Mandalorian. And yes, I see the westerns that my dad watched when I was growing up. I see those stories, those beats being played out with the Mandalorian, but it works so well. And I don't hold that against John Favreau at all. Like you got to reuse those stories because they're classic stories, and they work in a galaxy far, far away. So no, I'm fine with all that. I think anybody that thinks it's lazy or whatever is just jaded, honestly, because they're fantastic. Like I'm really enjoying this season. I'm enjoying all the seasons, honestly. So the Mandalorian's just been great. I mean, there was one or two episodes that were kind of a miss in season 2 and this season, but overall, I still really enjoy them. Right. So speaking of, I also enjoy getting likes. So hit that like button if you haven't already. We have 30 people watching with 15 likes. So I think we can do better. Let's try to get up to 20 at least. Hit that like button. There is no plot. They're making it up as they go. It seems in this season. I'm not hating. That's just what I see. There's a big picture, though. There is an outline of where this show is going and what the story beats are that they need to hit. So they are following a guideline as to what needs to be done, and they're hitting all those. I don't think they're making it up as they go by any means. Are they doing some filler episodes? Perhaps, but I think they're working really well, especially in the story of the lone gunman, kind of thing. Um, I think it's really, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. That's me personally. I can understand why people might not like it. There are always more pirates. Pirates of the Outer Rim. Arr! Eric Martin, I wonder where Gideon and the remnants of the Empire are hiding out. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Why are they giving that ex-Empire lady a high security job? She should be at fast food. That's way too trusting, in my opinion. I totally agree with you. She should have her fucking head slammed into a desk. I can't stand her. And what were the results? What were the ramifications of what happened last week when she wiped the guy's brain because she set the dial up too high on that machine? What's going on with that? Why was that not addressed? Yeah, the ex. I like how she says He says you were captured, and she says I was liberated or freed or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, you're towing that line pretty good. Your reintegration or your reprogramming went really well. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her. And I know that's the point. I'm supposed to hate her, but I haven't got any more likes. When I asked for more likes, there was 30 of you here. I had 15 likes. I still have 15 likes. Why can't you hit the like button? Do you not like me? Do you not like me? I can't take that. Do you not like The Mandalorian? Do you not like the fact that I'm streaming for you guys? Do you not like my background, my library? Do you not like it? Do you not like the sound of snoring pugs? Hit the like button, please. Anyhow. Hello, Donnie. How's it going? Yuri says, pirates work for the Hutts. I would not be surprised. Lucky Cantrell 13. So is Mando the owner of the Darksaber, or is Moff Gideon still technically the owner? Since Mando didn't kill him, it would give Bo a chance to earn it without fighting Mando. No, he's the winner. Even Bo-Katan acknowledged that. He won that fight. He chose not to kill him. So he won the fight. He won the Darksaber. He is the legitimate owner of the Darksaber. I really thought at the end when the armorer was like, take off your helmet. And then, why does she have her helmet off? To unite all the clans or whatever. I really expected the armorer to say, Din Djarin, please hand over the Darksaber and do some kind of small little ceremony so that she could have the Darksaber, be the rider of the mythosaur, and unite the people of Mandalore to become the new leader. I thought that was definitely going to happen there. It still might, but I think she should have the Darksaber. Din doesn't want it. He can't use it. She can. He has a very hard time trying to use it. So I think that would be great, just to get it to her at some point. But, yeah. Long live the pugs and dot. Yes, thank you, Ozzy. The Mythosaur prophecy outdates the Darksaber. That's what the armorer is saying. VXR Mafia. I just want Apollo Creed to get his big red gloves on and knock that pirate ship out into orbit. Yes. Apollo Creed for the win. Yeah, it definitely has a spaghetti western vibe, and that's why I like this show. Glad you like that because of that. Dr. Pershing is fine. Who needs a brain? Yeah, it's legit. Jessica Butler says, I have the same shelf you do. The 5 all-in-one behind you. What, this one? Yeah, these other ones are staggered as well. But Eric Martin, I like you. I think the Empire lady is kind of hot. She just shouldn't have the job. I like you. Okay. I don't think she's hot. I mean, she's not unattractive, but yeah, she shouldn't have the job. I don't know what job she has specifically. She's just kind of there. Yeah, I see lots of problems with her, honestly, and hope she gets her comeuppance because curses. If Mandalorian was made by HBO, there would have been blood in that scene where she was destroying people with the hammer. LOL, not one drop. Come on, Disney. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Considering the hammer's probably made of Beskar as well, that would crush a skull pretty good. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Hello, Jason. Treybone 408 says, does it matter with Moff losing because he's not a Mandalorian? So it doesn't matter whoever owns or has the Darksaber is the one that needs to be defeated, whether Mandalorian or not. So Eric Martin, Mando will have to find a way to have Bo fight someone else to get the Darksaber. Let someone take it from him so she can go after it and win it. Nobody can take it from him. If it's illegitimately taken from him, he's still the rightful owner of it. It has to be lost in battle, which I would think just have Bo and him fight. And it doesn't have to be to the death, as we saw with Moff Gideon. So she just has not to kill him, but he can't pull his punches either. He has to try very hard to win. So that's a catch. That's a tough one. Um, yeah, I don't know why they haven't worked that out yet. Treybone says, I'm just happy we're getting Star Wars and Trek content. I remember the years without any. I know, right? And such good content as well. I was thinking that tonight. Like, I'm really enjoying The Mandalorian. All the seasons of it are just great. And now that Picard's on track, Picard is firing on all cylinders and feels like very much like Star Trek. And I'm excited to see the next episode, you know. It's great to have that feeling back, the sci-fi feeling. So Jessica Butler, on your right, it's beige. Yeah, that's this one. BJ says, Armor realizes that if Mandalorians are to survive and thrive, they need to be more open to differences to unite their common culture and history. This is the way. Treybone says she's okay cute. Ear fan geek. I want to know what the armor looks like. She can show me. I want to know what the armor looks like. She can show me the way anytime. I actually looked her up this episode, and she's quite something I didn't expect. She's way like totally different look than what I expected. I expected somebody like what's the lady from the sequels? The silver stormtrooper lady. Oh my god, why can't I think of her name? Because those movies sucked, that's why. She was in Game of Thrones, that lady. That's exactly who it sounds like. That's who the armor sounds like. But yeah, that's not at all what she looks like. So I can't think of her name. Eric Martin, I like the Mando with the laser minigun. It reminds me of the original Predator movie with Jesse. Yeah, that's Jon Favreau. At least he does the voice of that Mandalorian. But yeah, that big minigun is pretty cool. I like the guy. We call him Blue. I forget his name, but yeah. The armor is hot. She's attractive. I wouldn't say she's not my type, but she's attractive. Jessica Butler. I love Grogu, but I do wish he was with Luke, and they would have pop up from time to time. Agreed. It should never be Star Wars versus or Star Trek versus Star Wars. They're two different shows. I like that you know this. Everyone wants to debate. I have a video from a few years ago, like Star Trek and Star Wars. Why choose? Why fight? We're all geeks here. We all love our thing, and I love both. So, yeah. Troy Drakus says Gwendolyn. That's the actress's name, I think. Captain Phasma. Thank you, Eric. Eric did it. Eric got the answer that I wanted. Thank you. Yes, Captain Phasma. That's who I picture the armor looking like, because that's kind of what her voice is reminiscent of, but that's not what she looks like at all. So, Treybone says, you think we're going to see a fight between Bo and Sabine in the future for ruler of Mandalore, and if the Mandalore grabbed Moff, it's probably Bo-Katan that did it. Probably Bo's clan that did it. Oh, yes. I don't know if we'll see a fight between Bo and Sabine, but I like that's why I heard people haven't been around. They've been tasked with doing this thing, getting Moff Gideon. So maybe they did acquire him from the shuttle. Because the ones we saw in season 2 that were with her, she said scattered after she got back, and that she didn't have the sword. So, I like that. Eric Martin, that armor was killing people, and they weren't even turning around, even with all the noise. Well, there was more noise outside, arguably, with the minigun going off and the big, like, gun. Plus, have you ever been outside on a balcony and there's lots of noise and stuff going on? You can't hear what's going on with the door open in the right behind you necessarily. In some situations you can, in a lot you can't. So I have no problem with that. I thought the same thing when I was watching it, though. And I love his. By the way, I love going back to Grief Karga. I love his droid. The not the C-3PO, not the protocol droid, the other one, the orange one, the astromech. That's very cool. I love astromechs, as you guys know. So, Brienne from Target. Don't know who that is. Tarth. Trebone. I like that Grogu picked. I like that Grogu picked to be a Mandalorian. Yes. LOL, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's okay. Jessica Butler says this is the way. Indeed, this is the way. Eric Martin, Grogu isn't doing much, not even eating anything in sight. Not even eating everything in sight. That's true. Speaking of eating everything in sight, Eric, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I just wish Grogu would grow a little bit. LOL. How does a Yoda species have to stay baby size? Maybe that's why there are not many of them hard to survive. No, their lifespan is so ridiculously long that their infant stage or their toddler stage is protracted. It's longer. So yeah. Oh my God, I hope that was a McDonald's reference. It absolutely was not. It was referring to the picture I sent you earlier, Eric. You know what I'm talking about. You know, yeah. Sorry if I'm not making sense or whatever, guys. I'm on medication because last night I was totally wiped. I was in bed by 8:30, which is totally not even a thing for me. Didn't fall asleep right away, but got to sleep pretty early and didn't wake up till like 11:30 today. So I was in bed for like way more than 12 hours. I just haven't been feeling good. Today after the live at 4, went upstairs to make supper and got lightheaded about 4 times. Just not feeling well. Took some medication and my eyes are kind of burny right now. I'm a little bit sick and I don't know what I'm sick with. It's not COVID. I hate every time you say I have a sniffle, I feel sick, I have a sore throat. Is it COVID? It's like, no, it's fucking not COVID. Relax. So no, it's not COVID. I'm just not feeling the best. So I'm not sure how long this live is going to go on for. I'm feeling all right now, but like the back of my eyeballs hurt and my head feels like it's encased in concrete. So I'm sorry if I'm off or I'm not sounding quite like myself or I'm an idiot and say the wrong things or can't remember whatever I'm talking about. I don't know. But anyway. Jessica Butler. I don't know if you can remember, Kat, but you can call me Jesse. I don't remember that, Jesse. I'm sorry. BJ says Grogu will speak his first words soon, I think. Yes, you know what they're going to be? This is the way. I guarantee you his first words are going to be this is the way. 100%. BJ, yesterday I came down with a stomach bug, left work early, recovering today. Yeah, it's nothing stomach related. This is all like head and just fatigue. And Sylvia was also feeling a little off. She was sick. She had more like congestion and like cold and sinus stuff going on. So she was sick for like 2 days prior to this. So I think if anybody made me sick, it was her. So Eric Martin, $22. Take a shot of some real medication or medicine. Yeah, this will help. Probably went to bed early tonight. As soon as this live's over, I'm probably going to go hop into bed and get another like 12 plus hours of sleep. But thank you, Eric. Cheers to you. Dun 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 dun. I need to bring up a new shot glass. I need to get some Trekyards shot glasses made. I got some Trekyards tumbler glasses and stuff, but no shot glasses. Jessica Butler, spring is coming. It's normal to be sick. It's true. Sorry. Jesse. Sorry, Jessica. Jesse. Treybone says he tried to get in. This is the way. When they were all saying it, you can see he wanted to say it, but 1,000%, those will be his first words. Yeah. Jesse says, I thought it was Ghost Rider at first. You thought what was Ghost Rider? I don't understand. Don't know what you mean. Other than that, Poor Navarro is basically destroyed again. They just rebuilt the goddamn city, and now it's... oh, Ghost Rider. You thought it was Ghost Rider. I mean, I'm a huge Ghost Rider fan, so that'd be kind of funny, but no, it's a Terminator. Dun, 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 dun. I got T2 on the back. Also got a black one that has a red Skynet logo on it. Got them from a Nerd Block. Nerd Block or a Loot Crate. I think it was a Nerd Block, though. Eric, Scotty would say, lightheaded. Well, any good scotch will do that. That's true. But you shouldn't be lightheaded when you're in the kitchen making food. I would turn around and I'd be like, oh, I feel like I'm going to pass out. So that's not great. Anyway, feeling better now. Took some medication, as I said. I'm just feeling a little thick-headed, unfortunately. So Eric says, yes, a contractor on Navarro would make a small fortune. Yes, absolutely. I love how Navarro is like Navarone. Again, going back to the Western references, the Guns of Navarone. I just kind of realized that now. Ha! But there you go. Yuri Jeffrey. Grogu says this is the way after he force chokes Moff Gideon. That'd be great. Yeah. This is the way, bitch. Yo, I can talk now. Hey, Mando, sup? And he becomes the most annoying little asshole in the galaxy. You just want to kick him in the head. Yeah, I can see that happening. Jason Peacock, property insurance rates on Navarro must be insane. Yep. Yeah. I kind of like that the Mandalorians are kind of like, they got this big swath of land now. We don't know how big it is. It's from like the lava flows to the Bullet Canyon. What the fuck? How big is that? I don't know. It's probably like this 1 mile long stretch. Like 1 mile wide, but like 10 mile long stretch of like nothing. It's a shit fucking ground you can't do anything with. That's probably what they got. But it's great because they make a good fighting force, like a law enforcement force on the planet. You don't want to fuck with the Mandalorians. I think that's great that they're kind of there now. But anyway. Treybone says, and question is, will Grogu say that's the way Yoda talk or like a kid? He's not going to talk like Yoda, I don't think. Yaddle didn't. Yaddle spoke properly. I don't think it's characteristic of their species. I think Yoda was just like mentally infirm. Something was wrong with Yoda. He grew up on like the wrong side of the planet and he had like an accent and that's why he talked like that. I don't know. I don't think he's going to be like, the way this is. Yeah. I don't think that's going to be a thing that Grogu's going to do. BJ says, Guns of Navarone is a World War II film about British commandos taking out some big German guns on a Greek island. Oh. Which Navarone am I thinking of? There's something Western related that has like Navarone or something like that in the title. but I could be mistaken. Like I said, I'm on medication, and my brain isn't 100% clear right now. So, way to make me look like an idiot. Wait a minute, I did that myself. BJ, the composer did do music for westerns, the War Wagons, for example. Terrence Chow says Maryland is watching. Jason Peacock, painted with lead. Painted with lead paint was Yoda's crib. Treybone says the way it is this. Eric Martin, I'm taking a work break so I can focus in on the live. Well, thank you, Eric. Much appreciated. Good to have you here, sir. Hope you're doing all right, and I hope you're not too stressed out. Jessica Butler, Yoda had a learning disability. Yeah, he was dyslexic. Yeah. Terrence Childs, why don't the Mandalorians make their ship out of the body armor that they wear? Out of Beskar? I don't know. Because Beskar is rare, and there's not much of it. So, I mean, to make armor pieces is one thing. To make a whole goddamn ship out of it, that's like asking the question, why don't airplane manufacturers make the planes out of the same things to make the black boxes out of? If the black boxes are virtually indestructible in a crash, just make the whole plane out of that shit. It's not as simple as that. That's why. But I like your enthusiasm. And I like that you think outside the box. And I like that you ask these questions. And Jessica Butler is correct. Probably weight. Weight is an issue. Building a spaceship out of Beskar might be not only cost prohibitive, but fucking like heavy as fuck. So if it goes into the atmosphere and it's tempting to land, as soon as it hits like, you know, a certain altitude, just like drops like a stone because it's just too fucking heavy. Treybone, I've asked that question about the black boxes before. Yeah, it's an ongoing joke. It has been since like the 70s, back when I was a kid. Yeah, just make the whole goddamn plane out of the black boxes. It's not that simple, obviously, but yeah, I know, right? And you're pushing the books in. Like, what are you doing? Oh, goddamn kids. There was a 1955 Western called Top Gun that was directed by Ray Nazaro. Maybe that's what it is. Something about Nazaro or Navarro or whatever, Navarone, reminds me of some Western thing that my dad watched. So, sorry about the Guns of Navarone thing. That's just me being stupid. That could be it. I don't know. Eric Martin, a break, a couch, a drink, pug, surround sound, and a cap. Live. Love it. You got a break, a couch, a drink, a pug, surround sound, and a cap live. There you go. What else do you need? What else do you need? Glad you could tune in, Eric. Really appreciate that. This episode was like 41 minutes, 42 minutes long. Pretty good length. I prefer a little bit longer, but honestly, the pacing with these is really good, and it didn't feel too short or too long. It was just kind of just right. Was there anything wrong with the plan? Not necessarily. I love the drop troops. I think that was fun. I also love that the N1 was acting as a diversion, and then she came in and kicked ass. I think the ship went down a little too easy, but it's fine too. At least it kind of crashed off to the side of the city and not on the city directly, because that would have been shitty. I really love the last scene with the X-Wing. I thought something bad was going to happen. I thought that I was going to get just killed, or I thought the SS was going to get destroyed. Glad that didn't happen, but that was such a reveal. And I love the new astromech droid thing, or the drone thing, where it's like the little probe that comes at the top of R2-D2's head in the swamp. That's that. It just it detaches and that's fucking brilliant. Such a great use of like an astromech droid, and a new feature. I think that's really cool. I'm really stoked about that. Eric Martin, 2 movies, Guns of Navarone, and years later, Force 10 from Navarone. Krieg Guy was in the second movie. Oh, Carl Weathers was in Force 10 from Navarone. That's funny that he's now living in Navarro. Jesse says, do you think Favreau will leave The Mandalorian? I don't think so. I hope not. I hope not. I think he's doing a fantastic job with it. Please keep it up. No, please don't leave. You can only have a limited run on The Mandalorian, though, because it is setting things up, and eventually, who knows what's going to happen. Grogu, I don't think we're ever going to be satisfied and see Grogu like with Mandalorian armor. I've seen some fan art of it. It looks really cool. But I don't think we're actually going to get that because he grows so slow. Unfortunately, unless he has a growth spurt when he hits puberty, which could be a thing that happens with them. I don't know. But no, I don't think Favreau's going to leave Mandalorian. Why would you say that, Jesse? BJ says, I looked up the poster for Top Gun by Ray Navarro. Does sound like a Western with raiding pirates. Give us all the gold, whiskey, and women, and we'll burn it all to the ground. Or we'll burn it all to the ground. Treybone says, I love that probe. And Jesse says, I agree about the astromech. Anytime you get anything new astromech-wise, I love it. I'm a huge astromech junkie. So, Eric Martin, I love the Star Wars YouTube channels. I think they have announced Kathleen Kennedy being fired about 100 times. Oh, yeah. Her and Alex Kurtzman have both been fired like multiple times over the past couple years. Trouble Armstrong. I like the show. Agree the Corsair ship went down too quick. Like how they are lining up different fractions. Pirate Nation, Empire Warlords, New Republic. I think they will have a schism in the Mandalorians. Yeah. And the New Republic, yeah, they're making them look kind of shady a little bit. But honestly, I think they're doing the best they can with how stretched thin they would be under those circumstances. So I think that's fine. Jesse says, I heard there was a problem with Favreau and Kennedy. Well, then Kennedy can fucking piss off for all I care. Favreau better not go anywhere. I think Favreau basically told her to fucking saw it off. Like, he's going to do what he's going to do. I think she wanted a little more creative control. And he's like, no. She's like, all right. That's kind of what I heard. So who knows? Sean says, sorry I'm late. Dropping a like. Love this episode. Looking forward to seeing Bo unite the clans. Indeed. Really digging Bo-Katan. I didn't think I'd like her necessarily, but really kind of buying into her character. I need to watch the Clone Wars. Actually, I started watching Clone Wars like a year ago. I got like pretty far into it and then kind of stopped. And I checked how far into Bad Batch I got when I did that like a year ago as well. I got like season 1, episode 4. That's like where I'm at. So I didn't get too far into that. I need to go back and watch that because apparently today's episode of Bad Batch is fantastic and like rivals The Mandalorian for how good it was. So I don't know. I think I'll probably have to watch that at some point. So anyway. Treybone says, I laugh at hearing grifters try to discredit these shows. They go to the extreme to do it. Their so-called truth. Yep, indeed. When the probe happened, all I could say was, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. I don't know if you're being sarcastic there, because that could be like, yeah, that makes perfect sense, whatever. Or like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Because it absolutely does. Terrence Childs, who sings John Wick here besides me? Who sings John Wick? I don't know. Jesse says, the Clone Wars is some of the best Star Wars ever. Well, there you go. I guess that's a recommendation. I should watch it. Jason Peacock, the Bad Batch Season 2 finale was really good. Oh, that's right. It was the finale as well. Yeah. Eric Martin, are you staying up for Picard or will you be sawing a lot? Oh, I'll be way unconscious before that. I am so tired and I'm just not feeling good. got zero energy. I've just kind of been blah all day and just bleh. So yeah, I'm probably staying up maybe a half hour or so after this live, and then I'm going to be going to bed, which is very early for me to be going to bed, but I mean, I need to, so. I'm going to be busy tomorrow. I got the card to watch, and then I got to do all our filming for that. And then I got my first reaction live to Picard tomorrow night, same time as this, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Friday is going to be, depending on how good the episode is, it's probably another 3-hour long live. But you're like, lives aren't work, aren't they? I have to be on, I have to be engaging, I have to talk all the time, this is a lot of work, especially for somebody that's an introvert. You know, I'm an extroverted introvert, which means I like doing this kind of thing, but sometimes I don't always want to do it, but I have to do it on the schedule. It is work, unfortunately. So, speaking of, stay tuned this Saturday, which is April Fool's Day, April 1st. Watch our April Fool's episode of Trekyards. I think you guys are going to enjoy it quite a bit. I had a lot of fun writing it. That's when I had to do a script for. It was really fun and fantastic to do. I really hope you guys enjoy it. We went all out with this one. And it's funny. It just plays on a common trope that when Trekyards, when Trekyards is mentioned, it gets auto-corrected to Trekyards a lot, even in the captions when people are watching this back. So if you've always thought that was funny and want to know what an episode of Trekyards would be like, I would suggest you tune in on April 1st. I'm really hoping you guys will like it. I really hope you'll hit that like button and like support it. It was so fun to do. With sci-fi, you can have it all. Westerns, pirates, film noir, spaceships, etc. Oh, yes. Jesse says the Clone Wars was some of the best Star Wars ever. Oh, I read that one already. Hi, Jesse. Jason, it's such a good comment. I had to read it twice, 3 times. Jason Peacock, the Bad Batch Season 2 finale was really good. Yes. Eric Martin, are you staying? I'm just reading all the same things over and over again because my brain's is stupid. Bill Barkley, there it is. Hi, guys. Sorry I'm late. Just finished watching John Wick 4. Loved it. By the way, loved the latest Mando episode. Great to see Kim's Convenience back flying his X-Wing. Yes. Sean says, start with Season 3 of Clone Wars. Season 1 and 2 are crap, but are outstanding afterwards. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to watch them from the beginning, which I think I am in Season 2 right now anyway. So, Treybone says, that was perfect. So perfect that I asked myself, why haven't the probe ever been seen like this before? Yeah, okay, great. Eric Martin, someone send him a double cheeseburger dressed like a Mac. The problem is you can't order that through Skip the Dishes or DoorDash. There's no option for that configuration through the app. That's something you have to go to the store or drive through to get. But yeah. Jesse says, cool. Treybone says, thanks for reminding me not to believe any YouTube videos Friday night and definitely Saturday. Yes. We'll see what kind of shenanigans people come up with for April Fool's Day, but ours is just fun. It's just fun. Jesse says, 10-4, good buddy. Treybone, sci-fi and romance can work with any genre. BJ says, Clone Wars gets better. Watch the last season, season 7 with the Siege of Mandalore. You get a lot of Ahsoka and Bo-Katan. Bill Barkley, oh, by the way, that ending to Mando, so the Mandalorians have that guy. Mandalorians have that guy. Have what guy? Oh. Ow, the Mandalorians have Moff Gideon. Yeah, but do they though? It could either be a plant, it could be a setup, it could be Bo's people, Bo's Mandalorians that were with her in season 2, because we haven't seen them yet this season. It could be them that went to get Moff Gideon. That's right, I got an itch that I cannot really reach. Eric Martin, Trekyards. This is the Peterbilt's 379 class. 2 exhaust pipes with line of sight to each other and lots of running lights. Well, if you like this accent, you might like them now, Truckyards, because, you know, what might have done it in this accent, kind of all rednecky and all that. It's funny hearing Samuel kind of do this thing. It's not really that, you know, accurate or anything, but it is hilarious to listen to. So I hope you guys really enjoy the April 1st, April Fool's Day edition of Truckyards, where we talk about a Ford in particular. You know how it is with them Fords. Now, I don't have no Ford merchandise or anything, but I did wear my Chevy shirt, yep, and I wore my Mac Tools hat. That's right, Captain Foley was wearing a hat. He was wearing a lid all up on there, and it was pretty interesting. So, yeah, if you want a taste of what is going to be happening on April Fool's Day, this voice kind of giving you a little bit of a tease. Anyway. And I'm so itchy. It's really fucking irritating. BJ Turan. I should do the rest of the live in that accent. I have watched half of Clone Wars in that last season. Need to finish Rebels too. Yeah. Sean says last season of Clone Wars was hella dark, but in a good way. Captain Corky says, I'll admit it. I've only seen up to the episode where Luke showed up, but I don't mind spoilers. I honestly just wanted to hang out with Captain and drop a like. Well, thank you, Captain Corky. Much appreciated. Please do hit that like button if you have not done so already, to everyone else out there. But thank you so much for joining me. Jason Peacock. Morrison Gideon was the governor of Mandalore. It's not out of question that he still has clans still loyal to him. Hey, well, there you go. I did not know that. That's a Clone Wars secret, which I did not know. Now I know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Bill Barkley says, Stuart, did you see it coming that the head pirate wasn't going to make it? I did not. I assumed that he would get away. I was really surprised when that ship crashed at the end with him on board. Now, it could be that he did get to a life pod or something, and he will show up again. That could be a thing that happens. I just don't think that's necessarily the case. So, yeah, I was very much surprised. Eric Martin says, Sam with a southern accent. I'll be on the floor. It will be better than Takuvma. Jesse says, Ford brands. Ford found on road dead. 4 old rusty doors. I mean, there are some good ones for Ford, like first on race day. That's another one. Yeah, but anyhow. Captain Corky, okay, the accent was more than enough for me to tune in, and this is great. Well, like I said, April 1st, we have a whole episode coming out about Trekyards. That's right, that's the alternate reality spin-off show of Trekyards, where we talk about trucks in particular. And, you know, we do it the same style that we would do any kind of starship. So if you really like our style, hey, check it out. Trouble Armstrong. Clone Wars and Rebels was some of the best post-prequel Star Wars. All the good stuff today included Mando is in its mold. Sean says, the captain is in the South Canada, y'all. I mean, you're not wrong. We're like this most southwestern Ontario, so. Bill Barkley, just say Roscoe P. Coltrane. Roscoe P. Coltrane. Yep. I can't do his laugh, though. Terrence Childs. Who's witching the ark? Who's witching the ark? Who's watching the ark? What? BJ Turan. I don't think Mandalorians would waste Beskar as bullets unless hunting vampires. I mean, hey. Jesse says, I type with one finger and make many typos. Sorry, Cap. That's all right. I will forgive you. It is perfectly fine. Trey Bones says, are they building up to an all-out galactic showdown with multiple factions for future Star Wars movies? with the likes of clones and Mandalorians and Jedi, etc.? I mean, I don't think so. This is leading into the sequels, the sequel movies. They obviously wanted Baby Grogu for those experiments to get his blood and his DNA because of the high metachlorian count, so they could make clones of Palpatine. That's obvious. It's just it's heading that way. So take that as you will. But Trouble Armstrong, Darmok at Tanagra, 10-4, good buddy. Bill Barkley, I've been watching the Ark. No, Stuart, not the Autobot Ark. Oh yeah, that new sci-fi show. A lot of people say it's not really as good as they expected. So I just wanted to throw that out there, Bill. I don't know. Eric Martin says, Bandit, this is Buford T. Justice of Texas, and I'm going to bust your ass after I finish my grits, boy. I should have smacked your mama. That's a movie I haven't seen in a long time. Captain Corky, you could do a whole episode on a truck they found floating in space on Voyager. Captain Corky just broke the code and he just fucking ruined it for everybody. But yes, April Fool's Day, you will see a fucking Trekyards episode on the 1936 Ford Model 48, which is the truck that was in Voyager in the episode The 37s. It's exactly what we did. Good call. Good call. We do mention that Star Trek show at the end, but other than that, it's all grounded in the realities of what that truck was. All the specs, all the performance, all that shite. Tune in on Saturday, April 1st. Luckily, not a lot of people are going to see this. It won't be spoiled for a lot of people because not a lot of people are watching Mandalorian stuff by us. So anyway, but there you go. You hit the nail on the head. Jesse says, bravo. Bill Barkley. No, I heard they're trying to fix Rise of Skywalker with all these TV shows, hence the whole clone stuff in it. Hence, they'll even try to sort of explain how Palpatine survived. I mean, yes, they're trying to fix what they did by having this lead into it and make more sense. So yes, they're still leading into it with these shows. So Tim Rose, Katie looked good in her arm. What she did from the back, my God, when she was standing there, like her hips. I'm sorry, Jesse or anybody else, but her hips and the way those holsters fit on her hips, my God, Katie Sackhoff. Anyway, Eric Martin, Cat put Biff in the back of the truck with the manure. Eric Martin, Tim, I think that is C-cup armor Bo has. Very likely, very likely. Jesse says they can't fix The Last Jedi. They can't. Force Awakens is pretty good. Last Jedi is fucking garbage. But Rise of Skywalker is also acceptable, in my opinion. But yeah, Last Jedi is just fucking crap. I don't know. There is no fixing it. You are correct. That is an alternate timeline reality type of thing. And I'm sorry about my dog snoring. Oh, no, they stopped. Oh, there we go. Jesse says, I am not offended, Cap. I love Bo. I love Bo too, but I don't want to get too like graphic or upsetting to anybody. It's how I am. So, and I'm me on these lives. So, yeah, she looked fine in her armor. Not just fine, like okay. She looked fine, if you know what I'm saying. And the thing is, I was never a Katie Sackhoff fan. Then I actually finally watched BSG, and she really won me over. Eric Martin says, I like the snoring, but I need a new drink. Sean says, Katie for life. And Jason Peacock, if Grogu doesn't ride a snoring space pug into battle, we boycott Disney. Yes, a battle pug. Can you imagine battle pug? Can you imagine a werepug? A werewolf that is actually, in fact, a pug? Look it up. Google it. Google werepug, and you will not be disappointed. Also Google Battle Pug, because Battle Pug is a thing. Battle Pug is a comic series. Bill Barkley, is there a Picard tonight, tomorrow, or are they taking a week off? There's a Picard tonight, yes. Why would they take a week off? Sean, fix Last Jedi when World Between Worlds. Captain Corky, holy crap, lucky guess. I was just being sarcastic, my bad. Well, it's a perfect fit for the Trekyards, you know what I'm saying? To mix the Trekyards with the starships, and every time you see Trekyards, or you say Trekyards, and you're doing voice to text, it always corrects the Trekyards. And the closed captioning on our videos a lot of times, hey, hello, welcome, it's Captain Foley, welcome to Trekyards. Hell, I'm not even Captain Foley in this video. I mean, spoilers for all you guys, but, you know, I'm Trucker Stu. I'm Trucker Stu, and Sam is Mechanic Sammy, you know. So, yeah, we go all out with that episode, and it's really fantastic, fun, and I hope you guys check it out, and I hope you guys actually throw a like on it and share that shit around. I mean, April Fool's Day is a fun day. It can also be a pain in the ass, because you really got to watch what you believe. But this was a fun one. This is just a fun one that we wanted to do, so. I can't wait to see Grogu come in one day with his jetpack. Katie is the way. Bum, 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 bum. Eric Martin, you should get your pug some Mando chainmail armor. We actually do have some chainmail. This library has everything. There's some chainmail right there. Some actual homemade, legit chainmail. And I have, it's downstairs, but I have a chainmail tie. I got a tie made of chainmail. It's funny how oxidized metal like has a really unique smell to it. But yeah, chainmail. Make a chainmail vest for Lola. I still have to do a live where I go through the library and show you guys all the stuff in the library. Trust me, there's lots of cool shit back here. Jason Peacock, the werepug sounds like something season 2 of Willow would have explored. Captain Corky says, love you, Captain. I love you too, Captain Corky. Bill Barkley, I am well after seeing John Wick 4. Trouble Armstrong, we must get the starships into orbit. I am no Mac. I am a Peterbilt. Jesse says, cool. Bill Barkley says, oh, Stuart, I nearly forgot. You did a review of a sword recently. That's cool. I did. That was today. That was released today on the Captain Foley personal channel. And that's one of these ones. That's one. That one right there. Right there, that Highlander sword. I'm going to do more sword videos if it does really well. It only has like 150 views right now, I think, which is okay, but I should really share that in some Highlander groups to bump the numbers up. But yeah, I really want to talk about my swords and stuff, so. Treybone, who's the new captain of the Enterprise? If I had a choice, I would say Kim. That's just because he needs to get promoted. I also would say Captain Harry Kim. I think that'd be awesome. Terrence Childs, the black one, is a great X-Wing fighter. Eric Martin, what do you think of the new D&D movie trailers? I love it. I'm going to go see that next weekend, actually. Me and Sylvia want to go see it with our buddy Dan, who we play D&D with every week. He's actually our DM right now. So, yeah. Jason Peacock, rumor has it Captain of the F is Peanut Hamper. Bryce Burchett says, join the channel at the rank of Ensign. Thank you very much, Bryce. I've seen you here quite often. I thought you were already a member, but maybe you had to like stop being a member for a while. But welcome back, or welcome to the ranks. Please make sure you join the Discord server as well as part of that. There is a link down there. I don't know how it works when you join necessarily, but you do get a link to the Discord server where you can hang out with us and all the other members. So, and check the videos this weekend and next week for whichever ship you're going to be assigned to in our fleet. in our fleet video. Jesse says, I couldn't see my name on the ships earlier. Is there a way to find out? How long have you been a member? Okay, Jesse, answer this question. How long have you been a member, and what rank are you? I will find out for you. And it depends which video you saw. If you were at the live earlier, we did play it a few times, so you should be on there. Unless depends on when you joined. So let me know. Let me know your rank and how long you've been ensign and recently. Okay. But Barkley, clear the air. How true is it that Kurtzman news of more Picard-like shows and maybe a movie? I think those are very accurate. Yeah. Eric Martin, I used to be the cap of the New Orleans, but I think I got changed for some reason. Why? Because we had to add more ships, and Brett decided to change things up and shuffle some captains. So I apologize. I forget what your new ship is, Eric. Let me just... let me just... No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, hold on. I got to go through Safari. I'll find out where you're at, Jessica. Hold on 1 second here. I don't want to do that, though. I can't find out right now, Jessica. At least not from my tablet here. Because my Discord's all messed up. Okay, let's try. You should be there. You should be on one of the ships, depending on when you joined. Hold on, I might have it here, a number. Hold on, Jessica. My apologies. Okay, what the hell is happening here? Let's go. Having a hard time signing in here, Jesse. You're gonna have to check out the fleet video and find yourself because I can't look it up right now. I apologize. Jesse says, I like the New Orleans class. It's okay, Cap. Don't worry about it. Eric Martin said, so did I get my ass? So did I until I got my ass kicked. I might have missed it. Don't worry. You did miss it. You are there, obviously. But I have a funny feeling that the changelings and the hand face aren't really the big bad Picard, but puppets to the real threat. Bill Barkley, do you still know tidbits of info of episodes still to come in Picard? Not so much anymore. A lot of the stuff we were told has kind of been wrapped up. Although I think that, well, we know a big major reveal before the end of the season, which I think you guys are going to be super excited about. But yeah, most of our information was based on the ships and the museum stuff. So forget it, Cap. Keep going, Cap. I will look it up for you. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, it's on the Discord server. Jessica, you should be on the Discord server, the official Trekyards Fleet Discord. You can go on there and you can look through each ship and you find which one that you're on. I can't access my Discord here because it wants me to download the app, and I don't want to download the app. I should just be able to access it through my browser. But anyway, so Jesse's like causing all the problems. Any news on any new Trek games? Just that Resurgence is coming out sometime in April. I think it's mid-April, so... Karen Shiles, if the Federation had created the vengeance inside... Oh. Jesse says, I'm so sorry. Don't be sorry. I'm just... I want you to know what ship you're on, because it's fun to know what ship you're on. Jason Peacock, the spoiler being the unveiling of the Enterprise D. I didn't say anything about a spoiler, but I don't know. Karen Shields, I think it would take more than one of the Vengeance class starships to have saved Vulcan. At least 10 Vengeance class starships would have been needed to stop that thing. Now we're talking about Star Trek for some reason in a Mandalorian live stream. I think I'm going to call it there, guys. I'm starting to get a little bit of a dry throat, and my head's starting to pound a little bit. Feeling a little bit just exhausted, so sorry about that. But like I said, I got a lot to do tomorrow, and we'll be back tomorrow night for my first reaction of the Picard Season 3, Episode 7. First reaction review tomorrow night. So please join me for that. And by then I'll know what ship you're on, Jessica. And Eric, if you do find out, you should see it on the Discord server. She's an ensign, so it's easy to kind of find. So, Eric, if you do find out, let me know, and then I'll know. Otherwise, I'll look it up tomorrow if I remember. But anyway, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Fantastic episode of Mandalorian. Very happy about that. BJ's on Earth Space Dock. Cool. Yeah. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have yourselves a great night. Enjoy Picard, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. So this is the way. Catch everybody later. Bye, guys.